Hello, everyone. Welcome to TradeVasty Online Trading Academy. This is Dynamic FX bringing you today's weekly market analysis. Today is the 18th of May, 2019, and we're going to be reviewing market opportunities for the week ahead. Before we proceed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and also don't forget to give us a thumbs up. If you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. If you also don't like our video, still give us a thumbs up. We'll appreciate that. All right, as usual, we'll always like to look at the sentiment of the market before we talk about the fundamentals and end up with the technicals. We're going to be looking at a few opportunities for the week. So starting from the sentimental perspective, looking at the current COT reports, we can see some significant positions taken for the week. So we're focusing on the last COT report issued by the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, United States regulatory body. Okay, for some of you that are new to this concept, you can check out our previous videos to find and learn more about it. And don't forget to also, if you want to know learn more effective strategies on how to trade profitably, please still enroll on our online courses or enroll for our classroom courses also, where we'll give you cutting-edge strategies on how to trade the markets efficiently. We'll also be exposing you to other market opportunities that you can take advantage of beyond the forex market. So what are you waiting for? Head on to www.tradevasty.com and subscribe, and we'll definitely help you achieve greater heights in your financial goals. All right, so looking at the opportunities we have for the week, starting from the market overview, we're looking at the currency market section. Looking at the currency market section, you can see there are significant positions taken in the yen market, which there's a bullish addition. More positions have been added to the long side for the Japanese yen, so we may definitely be expecting the Japanese yen to strengthen this week. Another currency we should be looking at is the British pound. The British pound also has long positions added. We might also be looking at shorting the Australian dollar, but for us to confirm that, we may definitely see the Australian dollar push lower during the week first before going long, because of the opportunities we're looking at in gold. Gold has a significant long position that has been added because gold closed the week lower after a previous test of previous highs. It was pushed back down immediately. So I guess traders are getting ready to hit the buy button. So that's why we're seeing lots of long position added here. Also remember, I said last week that we needed to see more position added to the long side before we can definitely conclude that this is a long buy. So looking at the position that has been increased, as of last week, I think it was roughly below 10,000 contracts that were added to that long position. But definitely, we may definitely be seeing this trend pushing up. Another area of interest, obviously, is the VIX. So we definitely may be expecting higher volumes during the week, considering that this is a fear indicator and helps us to ascertain the amount of volume that we might be seeing in the market. So definitely looking at S&P is being hedged. You can see both buy and sell position being added to the S&P 500. So we may not expect a clear trend. We will definitely see maybe some sort of we're expecting some sort of consolidation in that market space. Looking at the Nikkei stock average also, we're not seeing any significant position being added, but the Nasdaq 100 definitely, the market is expecting that to go long, so they're taking out positions, adding positions to the long side. And the DJI is also expected to go short. We'll find out also because we need to be paying attention to the trade wars between US and China. And of course, of recent, you could notice that Huawei was recently blacklisted. That is definitely part of the proxy war on China. So we'll be seeing how that plays out. Most of the market is definitely optimistic about some trade talks along the way. So we'll be looking at how that plays out. Crude oil definitely does not have any clear direction of where it wants to go. So we may still be seeing we may be expecting some sort of consolidation during the week. So we'll be watching how that plays out. Looking at the treasuries market, we can see also as of last week, we noticed that there was a sell-off on the 10 years US treasuries. We can quickly take that back as last week COT report. Yes, there was more sell positions on the US treasuries, as you can see. This was for gold. Gold position for last week COT report was roughly below 10,000. I remember I said that was not a significant, it was still below average. So we need to be conscious of that. But now we have a significant position added to gold going long. Definitely, we have a strong confirmation for a bullish outlook for gold. So definitely be going long on gold. So what is our outlook for the week? Our outlook is definitely, we'll be looking at more continuation trades for yen to be strengthening. And definitely we are seeing that the US dollar is, there's no interest to push US dollar. Definitely maybe because of the trade war concerns and the issues around the Iran conversations and all that. We'll be looking at how that plays out, even when we start looking at the fundamental perspective. All right. So what are the key currencies we're looking at for the week? The yen is definitely in sight. We may also see how the market reacts to the New Zealand dollar, since we have a hedge position kind of here. The non-commercial guys are hedging their positions with both short and long, but with a much more bullish outlook. So we may see price push lower for the New Zealand dollar first before they start heading higher. But we will definitely be focusing on Japanese yen, the British pound, and the Australian dollar. So the major outlook for the week will definitely be gold. The gold play, given the significant position that's been added from 6,000 positions, 6,000 contracts up to almost 40,000 contracts being added to the long side. That is quite significant. We are not seeing too much of activities on Bitcoin. So I also heard that there was some sort of flash crash game being played on the Bitcoin aspect. Maybe before the end of this recording, we'll definitely be looking at the opportunities in the Bitcoin market. But so far so good. We'll have our eyes on the Japanese yen, the British pound, Australian dollar, and gold for the week. So maybe before I go, let's see how the positions for gold plays out in a much more longer term view. So let's look at the last 1 year position. We can see a definite bounce off this zero line. Now the price is definitely more bullish outlook for gold as the traders go net long on this, and the non-commercial guys are definitely heading down. But look at this. You can see from last week, I definitely mentioned the fact that this position was still very below average. So it wasn't a long-term buy conversation. But given this at this level, you can see this level was also significant on the 26th of February this year. Is a significant level. And most of we'll see significant move around these areas when we start heading above the 20,000 contract mark. And you can also see that the open interest, almost some sort of volume, and pushing into the market. Beautiful. And you can see that short position on the average is also dropping, and it's significant increase, definitely above average on the long side. So we are more confident and more bullish at TradeVersity in terms of gold for the week. So that is I've said so much about the sentimental outlook for the market. So we need to head to let's take a look at the fundamentals. Oh yes, okay. Let's see. Before I proceed, do we have any position for euro? No, no positions for euro, except for the New Zealand dollar. So uncertainty around, definitely profit taking around the US dollar. So we're watching how that plays out. So before we proceed, let's head over to trading economics. Our trading economics. Let's see what the economic outlook is. So for next week, definitely the meetings from the Fed, the RBA, and the ECB policy meetings will be keenly watched alongside US durable goods orders, US durable goods orders, housing data, and flash market PMIs. UK inflation also be in sight. Definitely, maybe that's why we're looking at the long position on the British pound. And we're also looking at are going to be looking at the Eurozone flash consumer confidence and market PMIs, Germany business morale, and Japan Q1 GDP growth is in sight. So definitely, maybe that is why non-commercial guys are taking significant position on the Japanese yen. For Germany business morale, okay, yeah, I mentioned that. The trade balance also, inflation, machinery orders, and Nikkei manufacturing PMI will be in sight. So those are key fundamental outlook. Let's look at the calendar. Let's look at the calendar for the week. We can see that, okay, for the Japanese yen, it's going to definitely be a busy week. A lot of data coming out from Japan, especially that for what we're expecting this week. Next week Monday, the GDP growth. Okay, on the 20th of May. Next week Monday. Okay, definitely yes. Monday, we're expecting the growth numbers for Japan. So we can see that Japan may definitely strengthen this week. So we're looking at taking on key positions in the Japanese yen. Let's see if we have next week. Okay, let's look at what we have next week for Japanese yen. Okay, yes, the balance of trade figures is also expected. We're looking at, although giving for the balance of trade on Wednesday, it's expected to maybe drop from 529 billion on previous reports to about 272 billion. All right. The Bank of Japan is also going to be speaking that period to that regard. But our main eyes will definitely be on Monday. The quarter-on-quarter Q1 result for GDP growth will be in sight. So it will definitely have more reasons to go long on the Japanese yen. Inflation numbers also look good. The market is expecting a drop from 0.5% to 0.3%. So that is definitely a plus in terms of fundamentals for the Japanese yen. Let's look at the British pound. Let's look at the United Kingdom. Let's look at what are the fundamentals we're expecting for the United Kingdom this week. So this week we'll definitely also be looking at Australia. So we'll see what we're expecting there. On Monday, the Bank of England Broadbent speech we're expecting that on Monday. The high impact news is actually expected on Wednesday. So all eyes will definitely be on the inflation report year on year. It is also expected to drop from 1.9% to 1.8%. That may speak well for performance in the economy. Some also retail figures will be expected on Wednesday in terms of how the retail market is also faring. Okay, Friday maybe quiet. Most of the numbers may be quiet, but definitely also a busy week for Japan. We may expect significant volatility on the British pound looking at the week ahead. So let's also we've looked at Japan. Okay, let's look at Australia. Don't forget that this Saturday they had a legislative parliament election in Australia. And from what I heard, there was some sort of surprise votes that took place. So we'll see how the market reacts to that. But we are definitely confident that there's significant bullish pressure on gold on commodity side, which may definitely impact on the Australian dollar. Okay, so on Tuesday we're looking at the Albury minutes meetings, or which is significant. The market will definitely expect them to see what the central bank in that country has to say about the health of the economy. Okay, we'll be looking towards that on Tuesday. So it's going to definitely be an interesting week for most of the currencies market. Definitely on the backdrop of the trade wars between US and China, and the market is definitely the market definitely has his heart in his mouth in terms of how that plays out. Okay, so we might see most of our customers, most of the traders seeking safe havens just to hedge their position in terms of the uncertainty in the market. So we can see more bullish play on the Japanese yen. You can see more bullish play on gold, and also some key plays on the British pound, which is quite interesting. So we'll definitely be looking at taking position in those assets. So we head over to the chart and let's see if we can find key levels for us to trade, which is what we like to do at Trade Rusty. We definitely like to always trade in line with the sentiment and the fundamentals. Definitely we place our trades mainly on what's let me pause here a little bit. Okay, so starting from the Japanese yen, we can see on the charts now, looking at the USD JPY, more price action still looks more bearish. We definitely found the retracement of this level that we're looking for, but we may still, what we should still be expecting is to still see price maybe if we still get a push up to this level before we start heading down. Definitely, we may definitely be looking at price heading down to this lower level. So, or even if we still get a push up to the just a little bit above 111 level, if we still get a price push up to that level, definitely you see price heading downwards for the USD Japanese yen. Okay, let's see, for Euro JPY, we looked at a weekly perspective. It's still very much bearish, given the last view we had on it on Euro JPY last week. Definitely see price break below 1 we've seen price break below 1240.51, and we're still heading lower. So definitely we might see price push up to this level here. Okay, the level up to 117.979. So it's still very much bearish. You definitely will be looking for opportunities to go lower on this particular trade. So from the weekly perspective, it's bearish. But looking at the daily, the best move will definitely be to see price push up here, retrace up to this level before it starts heading down again. Okay, so that's what we'll be expecting for Euro JPY. So look, maybe come more as here. Let's see. Okay, it's already heading lower. Can see price is already respecting this downtrend here. Okay, on this trend here. So this is definitely within a channel here for Euro JPY. Okay, so that's for Euro JPY. It's still very much bearish. That looks a very, very wonderful setup to go short on this particular trade. Okay, yes, still looks very much bearish. Okay, let's see here. Okay, this is what we'll have here. So So still bearish is in line with our sentimentals and definitely fundamentals for this particular currency pair. For CAD JPY, okay, yes, we kind of overlooked this particular trade opportunity last week because the CAD was a bit strong. You can also see that there was strong rejection at this level, even though the sell played out, but it was quickly rejected because of the strength of the Canadian dollar. So we may definitely be seeing a break below this level very soon, below 82.336. So a good, if you see price retrace to that level, will definitely be a good point for us to go short. Okay, but we should definitely know that we're in a very strong demand zone here. So we definitely need to see price do more to be able to push definitely below this. But you can see that the price is definitely respecting this downtrend line, this downward trend line. So what would expect to see maybe price will test this level around the 82.753 level before we start heading down. So we'll be looking at how that plays out during the week. The Australian dollar, yes, is expected to be bearish, but don't forget that gold too. There's a bullish position on gold. So definitely what we'll be waiting to see here, the best our expectation will definitely need to see price retrace up to retest this resist previous support level. Okay, let me get rid of these lines. So expectation that the best move will definitely be to see price retrace to this level here. Okay, at 77.489 is definitely more in line with price action here before we start heading down here. Okay, so the next we want to see is Japanese JPY, giving the also bullish sentiment on the British pound. We may definitely want to see how we can avoid that trade, but we can notice that there's a bit of short position here. So the possibility of this definitely played out as we expected last week. Everything that we expected price to do definitely played out. So, but we may expect to see price may react to this level and push back up. The British pound is trending up to this level before we start thinking of heading down. So we'll definitely pass on this trade, given the level it is on the charts here. Okay, for the Swiss franc Japanese won. So this is a very good setup to go short. You can already see that prices are already being rejected at this 109.075 level here. So definitely we'll be looking at going short on this trade for the Japanese yen. The next we want to look at is gold. Let's look at the opportunities we have on gold. Okay, let's look at the opportunity we have on gold. Well, the gold just a minute. Gold US dollar. Okay, good. Let me bring that here. All right. Okay, given the fact that we were definitely coming from this strong downtrend, we saw price react to that level, and we are now at the support here, some sort of support zone here. Okay, so it definitely might look attractive for institutional buyers to go long on this. So it's really a long-term buy decision. but definitely giving the positions on gold there. We may even see price gap. Let's see okay, we're seeing price already reacting at this level, so we may expect to see price bounce off this level and before start heading, or still see price push lower here, before start heading higher. Okay, so we may definitely see price push up to 11338, even above that. So we might have our eyes and targets on this level here. Okay, so we'll see how that plays out for the week. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay, so definitely gold should be heading higher from this. We'll see how that plays out. For the week ahead. So that is definitely our outlook for. Let's see if we have any. Let me see if I have some few set up for the British pound. Do we have? Yes, British pound. Oh, I still have Japanese yen set up here. Okay. Maybe in the next video, definitely I'll be doing some setups on the British pound. But definitely giving the whole Brexit talks is a currency I would always want to avoid at this particular stage. But definitely we'll be looking at some very good opportunities there for the week ahead. We'll look at how that plays out in the coming videos. So thank you for sticking with us till this. For staying around, looking at market analysis. One of the things we'll definitely encourage you is to try out our online course. Something like I said, you'll find very, very, very useful to help you trade the markets using unusual tools. And most of the tools and indicators we use in our academy are things that we developed ourselves. We definitely customize to ourselves. So what are you waiting for? Take advantage of this offer. It's something I believe you will not find online. And so just head over to www.tradevarsity.com and register, and we'll be happy to take you through. So before you also go, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also hit the bell notification so you're notified every time we upload a new video. Don't also forget to give us a thumbs up if you like our video. If you also don't like our video, still give us a thumbs up. We will appreciate that. So thank you once again. See you in the next video. This is Dynamic FX signing out. Thank you.